that chair really squeaky? Can you hear it?
That's
Mike?
right.
Nice.
That's right.
Magnificent Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Alienware Game Partner stream featuring Everspace 2 by Rockfish Games. And you can see here today, folks, we have a special guest. It's Eric, also known as Giraffosaur, which is, I think, one of the coolest handles ever. Say hello. How you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. It's already been a wonderful day, and I'm excited to see how you're going to go through Everspace too.
Wonderful. So, like, folks, full disclosure, Draftosaur have been having some conversations on the side, obviously in prep for this, and I gotta say, it is absolutely lovely to have met Giraffosaur. He's got some good vibes. I think he's gonna add some wonderful color to the stream. I know last week, for those of you who were able to join us, he was giving me some great tips. Where I'm like, wait a minute, okay, yes, let me do that, and then just some fun shenanigans occurred as a result. So I hope we get to see more of that today. But can I buy your leather top, Vigo? Sure, why not? Might as well start I'm not even gonna go there. I'll start a something fans page and then we'll go. So you know how I'm gonna start, everyone. How was your weekend? Tell me all about it. And as I wait, so we don't have that awkward that awkward silence. TJ's hilarious. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. So I actually went on my little vacation, like I told everybody. I went to Montreal, Canada. It was beautiful. Went to go visit a friend out there that I hadn't seen in a couple of years. And fortunately, all the flights, nothing was delayed. I did bring all my setup just in case flights got delayed, but no, it was a wonderful trip that I needed. And then yeah, and then next week I get to walk my daughter down the aisle, which is going to be crazy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So everyone had a good weekend. Astro, welcome. So glad to see you, Astro. Welcome. All right. So Eric, tell me. Uh tell the community about yourself. I mean, I know a lot of
Yeah,
them know
sure.
you, but let's introduce you to the Alienware community here.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. So my name is Eric Schrader. I'm the community ambassador for Rockfish Games. What that means is that I basically just serve the Everspace community as a whole, make sure that your ideas are getting to us, the developers. I'm also on the development team. I wear a lot of hats over at Rockfish.
Ooh.
But yeah, mainly what I do is I hang out with you guys, have a lot of fun, have a lot of conversations, and talk about a lot of crazy fun stuff. It's really what I do.
Crazy fun stuff. That's what we do.
Crazy stuff.
Exactly. Oh man. So yeah, if there well, if it isn't the Everspace podcast. Wait a minute, hold on. So Thunderflame is insinuating there's an Everspace podcast?
Not really, but, you know what? I wish we had one, that would be kind of fun, but, that requires time, and right now we are hard at work on more content for Everspace too, so, do we want more content or do we want
Ooh.
podcasts to talk about, stuff that we've done?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You know, hey, resources are resources, right? You
right.
gotta allocate it accordingly. DJ is asking, what's your fanciest looking hat in Rockfish?
Wow, that's crazy. I think my fanciest hat right now is the lore master that our creative director has dubbed me. So everything within Everspace 2's world has to make sense, and I'm one of the guys on the team who makes sure that it does. Because nobody likes it when lore pieces don't add up and they don't fit together.
Oh yeah.
Fun hat to wear.
Especially us nerds, right? Like it's like, wait a
Oh yeah.
minute, no, 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 no,
Oh
no.
god. But yeah, we've had some individuals be like, "Well, Eric, but if this event happened like a year before, no, no, wait a second, I've got clarity on that because this random thing with those shenanigans that went on with the sunlight reflecting in your eyes, it actually turns out that it happened a completely different way. It's great to provide clarity. It's wonderful. So
Love it. Love the passion, especially. Hey, Petter Games, welcome to the stream. Lex, welcome to the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Just as a reminder, we do have a giveaway, and it is 5 copies. You have an opportunity to win one of the 5 copies of Everspace 2. I can tell you, folks, playing this game, it is an incredible space shooter. You're gonna see some of this funness today. Um, so yeah, stick around. I'm going to go ahead and as soon as right before I jump off here, I'm going to actually start the giveaway, and then at the very end of the stream, we'll pick our winners. So let me go ahead and do that. Giveaways, and then we have start giveaway. Rock on. And I also want to thank everybody that joined us last week. It was a great turnout. Really appreciate all of you that joined us. It was, and we had an incredible time. The engagement was awesome. So thank you so very much, everybody. Appreciate that. Just to go over the rules again, as far as the giveaway is concerned, as all of you starts receiving your entries, um, you must be following the Alienware channel to enter. You must be present to win. I know last week we had like one or two folks that just weren't around. They got picked and they just weren't around to answer the very simple question I'm going to ask you, just to make sure you're not a bot, because we don't want any bots, winning these codes. No, no way. And then I'm going to send you a message with, again, a very simple thing, it's a very simple ask. Reply to me in chat, and you get a code. It's simple as that. Also, some administrative stuff. Just a reminder: join Alienware Arena, and you can get ARP points just by watching our streams. As I like to say, we will do everything to bribe you to watch us and engage with us. So, um, join Alienware Arena. We give away a lot of codes. There's a lot of great stuff that we give away constantly. Some good swag. I know I'm constantly showing, like, the keychain. I wore the Alienware socks on my vacation this past weekend, and of course, fidget spinner. The Alienware fidget spinner, which, beautiful little alien heads. So yeah, make sure you join Alien Arena, and don't forget, on Wednesdays, John changed his schedule from Fridays to Wednesday. John Pylon, uh, every Wednesday he will be doing his tech spot now Wednesdays. So make sure you watch him as well. And I think we're well on our way. Please bring the swag back to the UK. Love it, DJ. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the submission box for Mr. Pylon. So let's go ahead and jump on the game. What do you think, Eric? Jump into the game?
Oh yeah, let's get to it. One other thing
Yeah.
though, your mods need to make sure they have that death counter ready.
Oh, yes. So DJ, you heard the man. Let's get that. Let's get the die counter ready. All right, let's hop on in here. Let's see. Bam. All right. We're going to continue the story where we left off. Yeah, DJ's the one that actually invented the counter, so he's he's the keeper.
Check this out.
Doing good
While
work.
going through some old
Doing good work.
junk, I found some protective plating for your ship. Might give you an edge in an upcoming fight. I put it in our storage.
All right. So, okay, equip plating taken from the hoe base. Cool. So let me do a quick repair and inventory. So we got the plating.
Game screen needs to be sized. It looks like it is not containing the whole game.
What happened there? Oh, that's
I
weird.
don't know.
My bad.
Streaming happened. That's all.
Streaming happened. Yeah, that's what happened. All right, we got it, guys. We'll fix this out. See, we'll do it live. There we go.
Perfect.
There we go. Yeah, now we're good. Okay, nice. If there isn't at least one technical issue, it isn't a proper stream. That is so darn true. All right, so we got the plating, so that should be in my inventory, right? So we got empty plating, but...
So Dax mentions that he puts it into the storage.
The storage.
Of the home base.
That's right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it is. Equip. There we go. Equip our...
Fits?
Plating. Installing a plating item gives your ship armor. It protects against energy damage and is a second layer of protection after your shield has been depleted. Once your armor reaches 0%, the hull of your ship will become vulnerable. Plating items automatically repair a small portion after each kill. They can also be repaired on stations as well as through special item or ship attributes. All right. And now we
Dax, who was Gabbard Voigt?
I wondered how long it'd take for you to look me up.
They say it was a mutiny, that you killed your superior officer.
I didn't kill him, but I didn't stop it from happening either. That war, the things we all did, it wasn't right. My friends and I, we had a plan to get out and make it all mean something. But Voight was hell-bent on stopping us.
And there I was thinking plans were for fools.
Never said I wasn't one myself. Look, I know how hard it can be to trust someone. Maybe you'll find it easier if we focus on fixing up your friend and see where it goes from there.
I love the
It's really all
the
I'm
gritty
asking.
voicing.
All right,
I love it.
let's start by having
Anything
you head over
special
to
about the
Union
voice
Base
acting that you
Station
can tell us?
and buy
Like,
something called a Prime Sense STA.
We love our
It's an old but untrackable
voice work in
scanner
this.
module.
Like,
With
we
it,
just
you
love
can
who we
finally see
were
the
able to
entire
work
system
with,
without the
both from
fleet
the English
sealed
and
back.
German side. We just have
And
a
then
wonderful slew of
We use
characters.
the scanner
who
to look for a
assisted
medical
us, and,
station.
yeah,
We loot
we're
the
just
place,
very happy
beef
with the
up our med
results.
bay, and let
It's
the medical
it can
AI
sometimes
patch
be
up your
quite the
friend.
process to figure
there were
out
no medical
the
stations
exact
around?
person that's
Cedo
necessary
isn't
for
that
the
small.
task, right?
We're bound to come across
You know, we did have
something.
the benefit of
I was hoping
bringing
for something
over
more
similar
solid.
voices, if not the same
Oh,
voices
all
from
right.
the events of
What's the name of
Everspace
that
1 and their
scanner?
characters that they led through the
Prime
process.
Sense STA?
So we had that convenience,
Correct.
but the
Have
cast
some
of characters that
faith,
we've
and
expanded
I promise
upon
it'll
here,
be worth your while.
it's been such a delight, truly, truly.
I imagine so. Yeah. Did anyone, as part of the team, get to an opportunity to throw their voice in there? Like, for example, did you get to do some voice work?
You know, it's so funny that you asked that, because like the community, time and time again, they're like, Eric, you should put your voice in the game. You should have like this character. And you know, like if we have time, maybe we'll sneak that in at some point. There are a couple of team members who actually do have their voices as sort of background characters.
Yeah.
One of which I think it's a hilarious one, where you're in Prescott Starbase. It's going to be a location you see maybe even today, hopefully making good progress. But whenever you are there, in the background, there's this person who's talking about like the places you can go in Prescott, and at a point he says, "Is this mic on?" And yeah, it's one of the developers. just having fun. We like to have fun around here, Rock. So.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So let's take a look at the missions. We got in transit. So that's where I'm going next. Let's go find that waypoint. In transit. And whoop. Here we go. And cruise drive. Well, let's go first. Jump. I love this. I have been putting so many like TikToks of just like vibe music behind this game. It is wonderful.
We love what our in-house musician has accomplished for the game. My goodness, like he's done all the music, all the sound effects, all like, oh my gosh. If it is something that you hear in the game, it's been done by almost one person on our team, and he's an absolute wizard. So yeah, we very much appreciate the work that he's accomplished. So
should I continue the story or go to this unknown signal? What do you think?
Choice.
Oh, it's my choice. Let's go with the unknown signal. Let's find out. Let's go find out.
Also, I didn't know what you would like to do with questions in the chat, because I am seeing one that was asked of me a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
You wanted me to just answer those, or if you wanted to cue me in, or okay.
Oh no, if I miss it, I'll try to cue you in, but like if I miss it, by all means, please do.
Okay, cool. So I see two questions. The first one comes from Zagronics, I think, and it says, "Is Drapster going to grow a beard with you for this?" And, no, I don't think my wife is going to allow that. It's wife rules on that front. But otherwise, I probably would. I have grown a mean beard before.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second question is from Nashfan FL13, and it is in regards to Rockfish continuing to make space games in the future. There is not a lot of space games out there, and I hope you guys keep up the work. Well, I'm certain that if we can continue the motive forward, that we certainly will. I think that we've already shown how much we love putting into the Everspace franchise as a whole. Like, we're really happy with where Everspace 1 went. The DLC Encounters also added so much more content there. With Everspace 2, already with the numbers, the figures that we've seen from the 1.0 launch and the support we've got from early access alone has been impressive to no end. That's why we're actually making a free content update that we're currently, like, currently working on. And then in addition to that, of course, we're still optimizing and preparing for Mac OS. We're preparing for the Steam Deck. We're preparing for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X for this summer. And then we have premium DLC next year that we're going to be producing for Everspace 2. And yeah, if those cogs keep on churning, I can't imagine we would not make yet another space game to follow. But let's get this done first.
Yeah.
And then we can figure that stuff out, you know? So.
Oh no, for sure. The reception that this game has gotten is awesome. And to the questioner's point, I'm sorry, I don't remember the person who asked it, but yeah, there's not a lot of space games like this. Like it has a very old school feel, like Wing Commander or something like that, right? Like, oh,
Sorry, you bumping my mic.
yep. Woo!
Where do they all keep?
Yeah, no, I love it. I there's not a lot of games like this, and this is fun. Oh man,
You're all right. You're all right.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Nice. All right. We got some mining equipment. Cool.
Yeah, what's great about these unknown signals is that it can give you the opportunity to find just about anything. Well, I say that, and it depends on which system that you are in. Generally
Right.
speaking, every system has certain types of resources that you can collect from it, and certain types of enemies that can show up.
Right.
And here in the Ceto system, you're going to be finding a lot more Aethium crystal as well as iron to help line your pockets and produce a lot of upgrades to your various perks. In addition to that, of course, you can also find random item drops, which are always a boon as you're increasing your own power forward, as well as gaining that experience to get to 2 new player level perks.
Right. So I actually did play this on the plane on my Aya Neo. Not
Nice.
sponsored. Yeah. But yeah. I don't actually have a Steam Deck, and that's one of the reasons why I don't have it, because I got the Aya Neo like before the Steam Deck.
Makes sense. Yeah, we're happily working on more Steam Deck features and support on that front. Because even though, like, right now, even in early access phase, there were individuals saying like, "Oh yeah, the game runs rather smoothly on the Steam Deck. Like, thanks so much for making sure that it does." So and we're like, we haven't.
We
Yet.
haven't.
I mean, I'm glad that it's working well, but I mean, there are some kinks in the mix there, and that's why we do want to approach that more
Sure.
directly.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, communities are what make games. We know that, right? Like,
yes.
You know. And
yeah.
and
That's
I think
why we-
no, and I think Rockfish does it right. Like, you know, you guys are very much engaged, you know, make sure that you know, everybody, you know, is heard, you know, or at least feels heard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's important to hear them. Yeah, absolutely. It's the voices are what have made it possible for us to make Everspace 1 at all.
Right.
In fact, just very short story time here. I was actually just a backer for Everspace 1, and because my voice was heard so profoundly, I was actually brought onto the team and now doing what I am today. I mean, if that's not a clear example of how well Rockfish listens to voices, I don't know what is.
Wow.
Through the very process, like Everspace 1 was not going to have enough funding to basically exist. The Kickstarter support, as well as the vast majority of you guys out there just saying, hey, this is working, hey, this isn't. That's what led us to the production of Everspace 1 in its full capacity. And now with Everspace 2, the reason we had a 2-year-long early access was to do that again, because it works so well. It's so important. So, yep.
That is awesome. You got picked up because you were a backer.
I got picked up because I was a backer who talked too much.
Who talked too much. There you go.
Voice was heard. Voice was heard.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I love to hear that. I love to hear those kind of stories where, like, the community that is so passionate about a particular, like, game product, right? And then eventually, like, the company's just like, you know what? We should probably hire this person. This person cares a lot.
We reference a number of our community inside of the game as well. Like, shoot, even one of the first characters that you encounter, you saw this last week on Monday, but the character Ben, the one who's referred to, Corbin Ben Grindle.
Yeah.
Those 3 names of that character reference 3 unique persons who
Really?
support us. Yes. So Corbin is actually a streamer over in Germany. He promotes an object called the Moon Master. That's not sponsored here, but it's a wonderful device. Ben is referencing a streamer who a lot of individuals probably know because he has a faction in the game that is Co-Carnage. And then Corbin Ben Grendel is our dominant wiki editor who in fact has helped me make sure that the lore was well established within Everspace 2. So
What? It takes a village.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So a lot of love and support just from that simple level of detail. Just, hey, here's the first character you meet. He's like your best friend. We're referencing 3 community persons. Boom, boom, boom.
All best friends to the game. That is, man, yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, and I think that's why, like, a lot of, like, the games that are the success of a game is obviously, you know, the community's involvement, right? And if they feel like they're heard, ooh, yay, stuff to blow up. This gun, I'm so glad I got it last stream. It is fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Thermogun has quite the history too.
Really?
Oh yeah, it comes back from our games before we were Rockfish, in fact. From the mobile era of gaming. So, yeah. Quite the lineage there.
Woo! There we go. Let's go to the trading outpost. I was looking around to see if I could unlock that little puzzle.
I'm looking for a Prime Sense STA.
Yeah, if
That's
you
the
see a
pre-war
part to it,
model.
you could probably
Quite rare,
put it together.
but I do have one in stock.
How much is it?
4,200
4,000.
and 200.
DJ's
Yes.
wondering if there's going to be a multiplayer option in the
You don't
future.
happen to be a contractor,
It is
do you?
entirely single player and it will
No, I'm
remain as
just,
such. We want the game to
into
be
tech
single
like
player,
that.
yeah.
That's all.
That's too bad.
There we go.
I could have paid
Hey,
you
Geeky,
2.5K
thank you for
if you'd
joining.
done the job for me.
And
All you
let's
would
see.
need
Let me
to
catch
do
up
is
to the
deliver
chat
a small
here.
package to a dear customer of mine.
Really? That's it?
Will you do it?
Sure. Why not?
Oh,
That doesn't sound
Ecstasy,
very
welcome to the
committed.
stream. Thanks for joining.
I would be grateful if you let me take this job.
Good. You'll find the package at the abandoned station nearby. I'll give you further instructions once you're there.
Nice. All right. Quick repair. And let's do the mission. I want to puzzle this. Secure container back there. So the secure container, but I know there's an energy thing. But I also don't want to bore the heck out of people, like looking for the energy. All right, let's move on to the mission. Ah, no! Because I want to see if I can unlock.
Quick chat with the wife there. I missed
Oh,
what
yeah.
you were doing. My apologies.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We're just doing as instructed by the mission.
Well, good. Then you can't go wrong. Everything should go well.
Well, don't put it past me.
Now, the game does auto-save whenever you are landing at and leaving a
station doesn't
station.
look abandoned
So
to
that
me.
way, even if something does go wrong, you can at least start back from where you
Some pretty
docked.
nasty
There is
fun.
also a manual save
knew it.
feature, which I might
Don't let them
remind
get
you
away.
about if things get a little rough for you.
Okay. Yeah, those mines are nasty. Oh,
Yes.
I'm getting targeted. Here we go. Let's get some- Ooh.
Yep, those snipers
Ooh,
are a theme.
snipers! Ooh!
Now, don't forget to use your devices as well. Your second one should be able to get you up close and personal with them,
Oh, okay. My second
or
one.
you can take them out far like that.
Oh yeah, the booster. Got it.
Yep. And the other quick note about your weaponry is, unlike your space sim games, you can't just fire them and they go forever
Yeah.
until they hit an object. We have gamified this. It's much more arcade in its approach, and weapons do have a range to them. So when you're
Right.
getting hit from afar, like that sniper drone was earlier, you do have to close the gap in order to take them out, or use a sniping weapon of your own.
Right.
Good use of the EMP there, by the way. And
Thank
also
you.
don't forget about your ultimate by pushing G.
That's right, the ultimate. Yes, thank you. Which is incredible. Yes. All right, that's one, folks. That's one.
That's one. Dual barrel roll.
Dual
You should try
barrel
spinning.
roll.
That's a good trick.
Love it. All right. Well, now I know. Now I'm ready.
There's going to be members from the Rockfish community that make the fun observation that I'm reminding you to use the alt when I forget to use it all the time. It definitely comes in handy.
All right, let me just kind of
That station
jump
doesn't
in.
look abandoned to me. How many are there? 5. One of them's a pretty
There you
nasty
go.
viper.
Good distance
I
closing.
knew it.
Yeah.
Don't let them get away.
Ooh. Come on. Come on, I got you.
Alt.
Ooh. Ah, I love these dogfights. Ooh.
Yeah, this flak it's a wonderful weapon.
Yes.
Truly. But it does splash damage, and if you are too close to the target, it can
Really?
backfire and hurt you. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. I love that. No.
You gonna make it?
Hey.
The viper jumped out. Is the package still there?
Nice.
Nice. Woo! Intense. All right. Are those mines?
Those are not mines. Nope.
Okay.
Mines
Just
in our
making
game
sure.
glow. You can't destroy them.
I can't. Good. Because I'm just gonna do it.
Destructibles in our game, they will drop scrap and plasma, which
Oh, nice.
are valuable resources for certain types of crafting of consumables.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. I gotta go ultimate. That's right. I love the dogfight.
Good. One other observation, at the very top middle of the screen, there are 2 yellow flags.
Yes.
Those are telling you that there are some things that are broken on your ship. So if you wanted to go to your inventory really quick, you'll
Yeah.
see that it's both your energy core and your thrusters that have some sort of caveat to them right now until you get to a station to repair them, or if you get a lucky consumable that could repair them immediately. So directly in your, so they show in your current conditions, but also in your inventory, you'll see the items themselves are grayed out, and they'll show you what is hurting them in the current moment as well.
Ah. So at a trade station, can I repair those, or do I have to go
Oh, yeah.
somewhere? I can. Okay.
No.
So-
well, if you have enough credits, and I'm looking at your credits right now,
And probably not.
What ship
I could
types
sell
did
some
you
stuff,
buy?
I'm sure. All right.
Apart from that elite viper,
Probably.
there were 2 madcaps, a scout, and a sniper drone. Just as I thought. I hate those guys. They'd pestered me to sell them the wares, but I turned them down. They didn't happen to have left their address by any chance? The
I
Viper
saw that
pilot
comment
has
from
his land
DJ
on the
Unreal.
orbit.
Vigo's
I would be
strategy
very
for
grateful if
combat.
you-
If it moves, shoot it.
Yes.
If it
Get my
doesn't
package
move,
back.
shoot it just in case it might decide to.
This
That's
will
a
come.
sound strategy.
That's-
I do appreciate that.
Pretty much
How
it.
about a raise up to 3.5k? Sounds fair. I'm on it.
Do you get portable repair droids?
No, you do not get portable repair droids. However, you can acquire pockets of nanobots. And those are a consumable item that when used, they run around, they scurry around your ship, and they rebuild all of the meshes that had taken damage accordingly so that you can start getting back up to speed. Now that only repairs hull, though there are also, I forget what it's specifically called, some sort of packet that whenever you deploy it, it can repair a damaged item itself. Those are a bit more rare to find, however.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Aaron looks way too happy watching Vigo suffer.
I have such a joy in watching anyone play this game. It's crazy how many different play styles there actually are and how things get approached. Like, I will spend hours just watching other streamers of Everspace 2 while I'm working on any other aspects, just to see how an individual will approach a situation with different weapons or devices or what have you. You know, I have my specific play style and specific ship class too that I prefer, but seeing how others approach that, it really is remarkable. So yeah, I'm probably
Right.
gonna smirk and smile a lot during the stream. It's not because of Vigo's demise. It's actually because of how he's approaching this so uniquely.
So it's interesting because I did read in the chat that basically early in the game you're better off replacing broken modules. So interestingly enough, that made sense with the booster, right? Like I had another booster I could use. So perfect. And so so it's better off to dismantle or sell this, given it's damaged.
I'd dismantle it myself. Might
Yeah.
as well get the parts since, you know, it's only going to sell for 6 credits.
Gotcha. And then let's see, mining equipment. I want to keep that, right?
I mean, this is, so that little bar that you see on that trade plane,
Yeah.
it is at almost its lowest within Cedo itself. You could sell it for a lot more within Cedo, but still, overall, pertaining to all of the different systems that you're able to travel to, it sells pretty highly in Cedo. So you
That's
can't really
right.
go wrong if you sell it right now or, you know, what have you. I would make room for yourself, however, since your cargo is probably not the best at this point in the game. So
Right.
I would personally sell it, but you know, it's your call, of course.
Gotcha. All right, so and then I replaced the energy core as a result too.
Oh yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Nice. Okay. And then all right, so we got the calibrated prime zapper. Nah, I like my flak and I like my thermo gun too. So let me dismantle this one. I'll just dismantle here, make some room. Sell. Yes. And mainframe component, definitely we'll play with that later. Oh, and I have a nanobot, cool. And liquor, but doesn't sell too well out here. How did that happen?
Yeah,
see,
Cedo's more of like a backwater system, and so they don't have a lot of fun out here. They don't really need liquor that much. So
Oh, okay. All right, rock on. Okay, let me see about the ship.
with your nanobots there,
Yeah.
you can actually put those into a consumable slot. So that way, whenever you're out flying, it will be bound to number 5, 6, 7, or 8.
Yeah.
And you can toggle it in flight to start repairing.
Yeah, that's right. Because that was actually taught at the intro of the game. It's just I forget that I have to re-equip it after using it up.
No worries.
Yeah, no, but it's a good reminder for everybody. All right, cool. I have no conditions.
We also, I'm seeing a couple other things that you can do here too. You have
Okay.
2 device upgrades that you can use to start making your devices a little bit stronger as well. Every single device starts at level 1 and it can go up to level 5 once you put in, 4 upgrade devices to it.
So
and that allows you to gain more range, more damage, and ultimately unlocks different modes that you can use, different modes for different uses of the same device that can unlock even greater potential and fun shenanigans.
So basically, like if I modify, so this thermal gun, can I modify that? Right
Eventually,
now?
yeah. Right now, you don't have the resources to, but eventually you will have those, so long as you're utilizing the crafting system.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
And those the device upgrades that I was speaking about, you can get to those in the ship tab whenever you're ready.
Okay, ship tab. All right, and then the devices, like for example, the EMP. All right, got it.
Yep.
And then I can upgrade that. Cool. All right.
Yep. Yeah. So here, what you're looking at is kind of the mastery preview. So those 3 modes, like right up here, those are going to be unlocked once it reaches level 5. And you choose one of those modes. You can freely change them, so long as it's not on cooldown. And each one of those, you can see, provides a unique benefit for that device, added on to those stats that you are upgrading it towards.
I love this system. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna focus on. There we go. So there's no more. Can I upgrade? Oh, yes, I can. I can. I have another one, and that's it. All right, cool. Nice.
Okay. Now you did upgrade the EMP generator there.
Correct.
And then you also upgraded the temporal nano recompensator, which you didn't have equipped. So whenever you are trying to upgrade a device, you want to make sure you're pointing at the device that you want to upgrade. It's not really a big deal at this point in time. Somebody in chat's going to be like, oh no, you need to. That's not a big deal. You will be able to reset those a little bit later as well whenever there's a consumable you can find and or craft. So.
Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, I see it here because it was listed, right? It didn't necessarily say. I didn't notice, rather, that it said it wasn't equipped. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
it's all good. I'm going to answer a question here.
Yeah.
Why is there no Everspace 2 retail version for PC? You made Stellar Edition for PlayStation and Xbox, but no PC. I thought there was a PC. Hang on a second. Let me look up some information real quick.
For sure.
Real quick. Okay, no, we don't have the PC for retail. We do have. Let's see. Figure out some more information. Because I know that we have.
Good day. What can I do for you?
I'm gonna dig and get some information for you first, and then I'm going to provide all of that information at once.
So okay, so the good, the bad, and the descent. Okay. Alt. All right. So, but I'm currently on in transit by the Prime Sense STA at the trading outpost. Is that not here?
That is going to be at this trading outpost. You'll
Yeah.
have to go to the shop.
Yeah.
And from the shop, it's basically the first item at the very top.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, but I don't have enough credits.
It's kind of expensive, right?
Yeah.
So you'll have to probably do some jobs. And specifically, we designed the good, the bad, and the decent to supplement the player with a large number of credits that should usually tip them over in what they need. So by completing that particular side mission, you should probably be good to go from there.
Then let's do that. Woo! More space travel. I love it. I really do love this. The music, the space travel, I love it.
We're really happy with the results. And every single system has their unique super light music as well. So some people are like, oh, I really like Cedo. I'm a big fan of Zarkov. But what about that Drake? It's fun. Everyone has their own sort of taste. And we're happy with the results of each.
And I got distracted.
Good, good. Yeah. I mean, this is going to build your credits. This is going to build your experience, and maybe you're going to get a new item. So you can't really go wrong by veering off the
Hey, resources here. Let's go shopping.
Yeah! Where are you guys? There you go. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm still doing research on this, by the way, for the individual asking about the physical release.
Yeah, no, for
So
sure, do it.
we did have to go through a number of changes through development because, you know, there was this thing called COVID that hit and kind of messed some things up. And yeah, it's crazy how much of a sort of flip-flop on certain elements we had to focus on and figure out what needed to stay, what needed to be removed, and what needed to just get better. So there were opportunities that came from that as well. It's just that they look different, and I want to make sure that I'm providing accurate clarity on what that looks like.
No, for sure.
So thanks for your patience and letting me get this information to you guys.
Hey, we're doing it for the fans, right? So
That's right.
nice. Okay, cool. Where's that other? There's some bad folk. Ooh. Yeah, satisfying. Woo!
All right, so I had to do a little bit of backtracking because I wanted to go to Everspace 1 and what our process there was to make sure I'm not crazy and thinking something was going to happen that wasn't. But with Everspace 1, for example, we really didn't have any sort of physical PC versions of the game. The only physical versions that came out were also for console. The ones that were for PC were kind of like a special edition that only went to backers. So it's very, very exclusive. They were steel back cases. In fact, I might have one. Oh, I do. super rare steelback cases. I have it right here. Look at that.
Oh, nice. What?
Original Everspace. I don't even have this opened yet. Pristine. I'm gonna sell this for millions of dollars. With Everspace 2, we are approaching it very similarly, where the we also are going to have a steel back case for Everspace 2, but again, that's going to be exclusive to the backers that purchased at that particular tier, with consoles to have the physical release bound to those. Now, that being said, we could veer off the beaten path of what we're used to and go and produce physical PC copies, but that is yet to be determined. That's going to take a number of factors to figure out if that's a direction we want to take or not. So I can say that it's something that's possible. I can't say that it's guaranteed. So those of you who want that, you know, we'll just have to be patient with us. We'll see what that looks like. But I really can't guarantee that's what we would do at this time.
Hey, Grin, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Yep, I've only died once so far, and now I'm just kind of collecting resources. As we have this wonderful chat with Eric, also known as Giraffosaur, one of the best handles ever. Remember, everyone, that you can go ahead and win a copy of this gorgeous and incredibly fun game, Everspace 2. You can just go ahead and type in !Rockfish. You should see it there. And then at the end of the stream, I will be giving away 5 copies. So you'll have a chance.
I also saw a question, a lot from
No, I didn't die.
Zicronix, which is wonderful. But any thoughts on a signed copy for giveaway on Alien Stream? Nope, we can't do that. I don't think that's something that we could line up in time. As awesome as it sounds, don't get me wrong, that sounds amazing. But I have a feeling that if I presented that to the team, they'd be like, how are we going to coordinate this? Do we have enough time? And everyone's just like, brains are going to explode, because there's, again, right now we are in the thick of things. We're still working on content that we want to produce for Everspace 2. So. Right.
Hey, but nothing to say that this is the last time we'll do a series with Everspace 2.
So true.
Yeah. So, if you guys make your voices heard and you want to see more of Everspace 2, make it heard. Let the powers to be say so. Or see you. Whoa, jeez!
Physics!
I love physics. Physics is always just so fun to play with, especially if games do it well. And which I am very happy to say Everspace 2 does physics very well in a very fun way.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we definitely have had a number of issues by using physics as well. It's not all fun and games all the time, but yeah, we're very pleased with the results. There are still little issues that can happen from time to time. I mean, you got solid objects clipping through others, for example, and you're just like, why are you happening? Why do you exist? But you know, game development, all sorts of little things happen, and thankfully it doesn't happen too much. And we do have some tricks that kind of bypass that as well. So, for example, if there's an item that actually does clip through a wall, and you are at least about, I think it's less than, it's either 150 meters or maybe a little closer than that, you can still pick it up. So, so it's not completely devoid from your tractor beam.
Right.
But in general, yeah, we tried our best to make sure it doesn't happen. It still does very rarely. But a lot of the containers and whatnot are hand placed this time around because we've made handcrafted environments with intentional level design. I say that, and ironically, you're in one of the locations that isn't. This is just an unknown signal. And so there is a bit of procedural generation of assets that were created.
Sure.
But I digress.
Ooh. All right. I think this will be the last container in this random encounter. Yes. That looks nice. All right. So let's go ahead and jump to the side mission. Ooh. Oh, this is such a cool effect. I love it. Every time. I love it. Every time. By the way, you can also shoot the containers. That's right. I don't know if it was you. That was mentioned last stream, that you could actually shoot the containers. I have to be reminded, folks. I'm 43 years old. I'm dangerous already with a gun. DJ's right. You don't know me. I just blow things up.
Oh, and DJ Unreal, just to answer your question, I'm gonna shoot a message to the team. I'm not gonna guarantee anything, okay?
Yeah. Ooh.
Did the traitor send you? Yeah. And don't try anything funny. Just return what you stole, and I'll let you go. Never.
Maybe I'll let you
Just
go.
like everyone else. But with this, I'll prove them wrong. I will finally stand out.
I will finally stand out. No, you won't, because I just EMP'd you. And I'm gonna flak you to death. Or, there we go.
Warned you.
Ah!
It's me. Did the package contain some Viridian paint by any chance?
Oh, there's a missile coming at me.
Yes, that's it. The recipient is already waiting for you at the outer rim. You know that Viridian
Oof.
products are illegal. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Okay,
paying
so there
you
are
to
two
ask
different missile
questions.
sounds. This is an important
Point taken.
time to
Okay.
mention that.
Okay.
The one that you are hearing is the more dangerous missile variant.
Okay.
That is coming from a missile silo, and those missiles hit like a truck.
Yes, I am
Versus-
fighting that.
Come on.
Yeah, if it's just a standard missile turret, oh gosh.
Ah!
Escape.
Escape.
Standard missile turrets don't sound nearly as impending doomish. So. But it's good that you did get some distance, because
Yeah.
every single weapon in the game, including your opponent's, does have a limited range to it.
Whew. No, I had to,
As you thought.
I was like, you know what? Discretion is the better part of valor on this one.
Yes. Sir Robin, in fact, does have his chance to be brave. That's right. I'm going to reference other things a lot. I hope that's okay.
Yes. No, absolutely. Do it. All right. Let's see if I can.
So now's, I think, a good time to remind you that manual saves are totally doable. And
Ooh!
what that's going to do is it's going to save all of your progress that you've made up to this point.
Really?
Now, manual savings do have to be done outside of combat. And you know that you're in combat whenever there's these lines up at the top and the bottom. You can see them. They're
Yeah.
in red.
Yeah.
When those are red, you can't.
But
But once you are outside of that combat, you can manually save. Yeah.
I think now is a good time for the ultimate. Yes.
And you can also push the ultimate key again to save it so that you don't
Yeah.
spend all of its power.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good
you
reminder.
go.
That's a good reminder.
And now you can build that up even faster, because if you would have drained that whole thing, it would have taken ages to get it back up. But now you're only missing about, what, 25%, maybe 30%?
Yep.
Also, I want to do. I just want to give just a quick little shout out to Geekbyte, who's another community manager at Rockfish. Actually, he's in the chat and he's helping answer and clarify some details from time to time too. So thank you for that, Geekbyte.
Yeah, Geekbike. Thank you so much. It's incredibly helpful. Thank you. And by the way, like you mentioned earlier that you like to see other people's streams of Everspace 2. I've been doing the same thing, like seeing other people's streams on Everspace 2, and like everyone's just having a lot of fun with this. So like, if you have a stream and you want me to join up, hit me on the side. I like to see what everyone's doing.
Awesome stuff. DJ Unreal's mentioning that Michael RFG, he's the CEO of Rockfish Games. He's also in the chat. That's
Oh,
good.
nice. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining.
He likes to float in the streams and answer questions and clarity, and also make sure I'm doing my job correctly. So it's always a pleasure. But I'm seeing a couple other developers floating in the chat as well.
Nice.
Sometimes they don't like their usernames being handed out, so so I'll let them reveal themselves if they want to. Otherwise, they're going to stealthily be in here, and that'll be fun for you all.
Look at that. Everyone's watching. See, no stress, Vigo. No stress. Yes. Come here. No.
Yeah, that's splash damage.
Yeah.
Great.
Ooh, I got more. Got more visitors that need an ultimate power up. Or, oh no, I guess I can't use it.
Yep, not quite there yet.
Oh, that flak. Oh,
Fight is way unfair.
Five,
come on.
push 5, push 5, push 5.
yes. Yeah.
All right, those nanobots did their work.
Yes, now.
Now you just have to
Ultimate.
survive.
Yes.
Just a drone.
All
That's
right.
great.
All right. Okay. Okay. Woo! Woo! I'm just
There's
taking a
some loot
breather.
around you. Yeah,
Yep.
there's some good loot. So I see a blueprint. I see a cruise booster. You got some credits nearby.
Nice.
What's fun about the UI is that we did this a number of times actually. We updated the UI so that you can see more clearly what it is that actually dropped. So you know if
Ooh, a
it's actually a
blueprint.
weapon versus a blueprint versus a color versus a module versus there's lots of different little details that are in just something as simple as a graphic on your UI.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Yes, yes. Oh, this is awesome. I love this. And it's satisfying. Like you finish these little dog fights, and then right there, like you get satisfying loot. Right? It's not just credits or gray items, but you can get something like a blueprint like that. That's awesome. Whoa!
Manual save. Oh gosh, manual save.
No.
Gotta get that.
Not yet.
Once
Not
you
yet.
take them out, yeah.
Not yet. Now I can manual save. Let me get some breather. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want you to have to go and collect all of that loot again, because now when you're saving it here, all that progress you've made in this location is permanent,
Okay.
and whenever you die, you can just reload, from this point instead of when you warped into.
Right.
And for the fine folks at home, for anyone who's just kind of like wondering, well, is there like a quick save option? There's not a quick save option. This was actually mentioned to us after 1.0. I don't even think we saw it before 1.0. It was mentioned to us after 1.0, and we did kind of have like an internal talk about it. I can't, there's not a guarantee that that's going to be something we pursue, but it is something that we recognize that the community is kind of talking about, and it would be a level of convenience. So there's a chance. I'm certainly not saying it again. It's not going to happen, but there is a chance that we might end up pushing for something like that, just to make it easier to save outside of combat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Completing challenges too, I see. That's good.
Trying. All right. Cleared. Awesome. Well, yeah, see, I'm totally getting the hang of this. Yeah. And I love that EMP. Ooh, a Gauss cannon.
Nice. That's going to be fun to play with. I see a question. You mentioned specifically a manual save. Is there an autosave mechanism too? Yes. Anytime you enter a location and anytime that you stop at a station, the game autosaves. There are a couple other instanced autosaves, and that's going to be dependent on various jobs or missions that you are doing at key parts of them. Outside of that, everything really has to be manually saved.
There we have it. Nope. Leave me alone. I'm a hide.
I love how you are taking the time to explore these environments.
Oof.
We did hide a lot of little things around, and if you take that time, if you're intentional about the space that you are in,
Right.
you will be able to find a number of different things that can benefit you later.
Trying not to use a flak there.
Yeah, smart. No, I saw what you were doing, and I got concerned there because you were still on the flag.
Yeah.
Like, he's just gonna blow himself up, but no, you swapped. You're good.
All right, so I think, all right, get out of here. I gotta be careful, because, all right, well, we got some targets here, so.
It does look like there's some new icons on your HUD as well. And they look like they're white, and then they have gray on the inside. That means that they are inside of a structure as opposed to on the outside.
Oh.
So in order for you to get to those, you're going to have to find a way in. And you were surprisingly close from where you destroyed that shield generator, but
Yeah.
I'm not here to give you hints on how to complete tasks, okay? I'm going to let you figure it out.
Good.
Because these areas are handcrafted, though, we have a lot of those points of interest that do assist on that front.
Right. Woo.
That's a good missile shot down. That's good. Oh, this is I love this question. There's no carryover or bonus for having played imported an Everspace 1 save file, is there? No, unfortunately there's not. Unfortunately there's not. This was also something we talked about internally, and turns out that type of technology in order to carry over saves, it's a bit more technical than
Really?
one probably wishes it would be. Yeah, so for us, it would have added several weeks of worth of development just for that alone. Just for that alone. And it's like,
Wow.
man, that's, so, you know, with the size of our team and the huge vision that we have for what we want to accomplish, it was one of those things where it would have been super cool for sure, but just not something that we could feasibly accomplish within our timetable and our deadlines.
And that's gotta be like one of the toughest things to decide when you're developing a game, right? Like, yes, this feature would be awesome, but we can't. You know, we just don't have the resources.
It's, I mean, so true. Like, I mean, it's you can either choose to say, you know what, the community is saying everything and this is amazing and we can become Star Citizen, or we want to actually release our game. Oh my god. I mean, we love Star Citizen here, so I mean,
Sure.
I'm sure all of you guys do too. There's a lot of love throughout that community, so it's an easy burn, honestly, low-hanging fruit. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, it comes down, like, it really does come down to like figuring out what's best for the community and what's best for the development of the game. That's truly what it comes down to, and that process requires a lot of discussion regarding what stays and what goes.
Right. Did I have the energy? That's a wreck ship. I'm trying to find where the energy sphere would go, because I know it's limited time.
Yeah. I like that you're looking around. Now, there are sockets that whenever you find them, they are added to the HUD.
Oh, okay, so maybe I haven't found it yet. That's what it is.
It's possible.
Yep. So I take it you're the guy that, like, if I was in like 3rd grade math, I'd be like, hey, what's the answer to number 5? You're like, no, figure it out yourself.
Well, I mean, it depends, right? It depends. But yeah, I mean, you got one of these, which is good to know, right?
Yeah.
You got one of these. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's the only one that's here. Maybe everything's done and there's nothing else that you'd have to go explore somewhere else that's in the area that maybe has enemies around it. You know, who knows? It just depends.
We'll find out.
You'll find out, absolutely. Ooh, I love that you see this now. This is that valuable shipwreck that was made available to your UI after you destroyed that shield generator. And anytime you see a shipwreck that says valuable, that is actually associated with a specifically hidden item ID in the area. So anytime you see a valuable shipwreck, when you complete it, that actually goes to the area's 100% completion.
Got it. Oh, wait. Leave me alone.
Pesky missiles.
All right, so let's see. I gotta focus. Okay, we got. It's inside. Oh, is this the way in? There we go. Oh, don't crash, Vigo. Oof. I'm all like,
gentlemen,
I'm all like squinting.
Oh, another curious question. Do you ever get a loot radar? Yes,
Ooh.
There are 3 different sensors, 3 main different sensor types. One is all about enemy ship detection range, one is all about loot detection range, and one is all about resource detection range. So, yeah. You can definitely go for the one that has the increased loot range. So anytime there's items that are dropped or even in the area that are collectible, it's going to expand your ability to find those much more easily. Now, you can probably imagine that if you're going for a sensor with that benefit, that there's going to be a detriment, and it's going to be those other 2 sensor ranges. So the trade-off is going to be something of your choice. I am a big fan of the loot sensors myself, though. Gotta get that loot, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm not having it anymore.
You're doing fine. This is
I'm
great.
I'm done with you missiles. Coming after me.
You can also change targets by clicking the middle mouse wheel.
Oh, really? Oh, whoa, hello.
Gnome21 asks, is every zone time limited by fleet assault again? No, Everspace 2 is a wildly different game from Everspace 1. It's specifically by genre. Everspace
Nice.
1 was a roguelike and there was that time restraint, yes. But Everspace 2 is actually now an open world RPG. And these locations are persistent. They're handcrafted. There's over 100 handcrafted locations. So you can go to them and leave them freely at your leisure. They're fully explorable with all of their little secrets and happenings. And there is no time pressure bound to these sites themselves.
Which is
That
great.
being said, there are little challenges, there are little missions that do have time constraints that you have to accomplish in a certain amount of time, of course.
Ooh, a ship color.
Ooh, here we go, yeah. But yeah, you are not pressed for time in any location you go to. Martian Dawn. You always have the same ship, or do you get better ships later on? Another great question.
Yeah.
There are 9 different ship classes. Each one of those ship classes have unique sets of wings, bodies, and engines that you will be able to customize once you unlock them. So lots of different styles. Lots of different styles that you can find. And of course, you just saw the ship colors, so great segue into this question, where you can decorate your ship to your leisure as well. And every single one of the ship classes does have its own unique special and ult, as well as a slew of its own unique passives that none of the other ship classes can have too. So basically what I just said is the 9 different classes play quite differently from one another. It all comes down to how effective your strategy is.
Yeah. Nice. Leveled up at the right time.
It's a good level up.
Okay, I feel good about leaving this space and going back to the side mission.
that ship hole though, man, we gotta buff out some scratches there. It's,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Whee! Let me jump out. Okay. See, jump.
Yeah, we didn't want the level up to be like overpowered where people are like metagame timing it at certain intervals, DJ and Real. So yeah, we didn't want it to just be this magical, oh yeah, you get like 50% increased damage for 5 seconds after you level up and you know, blah blah blah. No. You level up. Freelancer was a game that we were inspired by when we made this mod rules. Now, that being said, we are not trying to make a Freelancer 2 here. This is very much its own entity of a game. But I think that if you would look at the map screen and look at the commodities for trading, you would see a lot of parallels, and that is not coincidence. It's not coincidence at all.
Nice. Ooh. So that's a boss fight. So the skull means, is that a boss fight? What does that mean?
That means it is an elite fighter.
Elite.
So Skulls, it effectively means this guy is quite a bit more dangerous than normal. That being said, he is gray, which means he is a neutral to you.
Oh, okay. So if someone is super outpowering me, it'll show up like a different color, or?
If they're 3 or more levels higher than you, they'll show up purple. Purple means this is very dangerous.
All right. Well, I'm going in. Boom. Sup? I want to introduce myself.
Are you the guys I'm supposed to meet? You have the package? Yeah, here. This paint job will finally make us stand out. They will see that we're not like everyone else. Am I the only one who prefers to not stand out around here? Time to head back to the trader.
Yeah, Kenneth, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous game. All right. Oh. Okay. So I have a question. Could I have picked a fight there?
Yeah.
I want to pick a fight.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am 100% sure. So, did it automatically save when I jump into the like?
Yeah.
Did I jump back?
Yeah, I
Alright.
mean, you can definitely do this a different way. Now, because I'm sure this is kind of spawning another question, I also want to mention
Okay.
this. We do not have like any sort of crazy branching paths with missions or any sort of storylines with that within Everspace 2. So
Okay.
unlike something like I think Mass Effect's an easy one to reference. Everyone knows Mass Effect, right?
Right.
Instead of having it to where like your decisions are going to matter based on what you did with this character in this environment and blah 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 blah. No. You are following along a linearized story for this character, but the way you go about that is through your playstyle, the weapons you want, the ships you're flying, the devices that you're particular with, etc., etc. Like you can build yourself up and play the way you want, but the story is very much set in stone. That being said, much like this one where we want to pick a fight now, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
This is more like your Mass Effect 3 ending of choose your color, red, blue, green. It doesn't really affect anything beyond maybe a couple of items that you would get from the mission reward,
Gotcha.
but it doesn't change anything else.
Gotcha. Oh, that's good to know. See, it's almost like you're clairvoyant. You know what the next question's going to be.
We gotta be thinking about it,
Yeah.
I also there's another good question out here too. I mean, I love this. Do we know how much hours of additional content we'll get from the DLC next year? I don't think we've said anything public about how many hours it would be, but do know that when we work on a premium DLC, we mean serious business about calling it an expansion. This is not going to be some type of like, oh yeah, you buy this premium DLC, you get a bunch of horse armor. No, that's not what this is at all. This is going to be expansive with the ships and the enemies and the locations and the items and the characters and the etc. And I would say that honestly, it would be probably close to about like a 20% increase to the base game of Everspace 2. And those who are not aware of like the size and the scope of Everspace 2,
Wow.
there's over 100 handcrafted locations. And we have seen a lot of individuals just trying to complete the story alone go about 30 to 40 hours in length. And for those trying to 100% complete the game, usually takes anywhere between 90 to 100 hours, if not more. There's also in-game content so that there's replayable structures to diversify your game builds and have a lot of fun with different playstyles as well.
It's good stuff. Good to know. All right. So this is cargo unit downgrade. So that means I have another cargo unit I could use? Is that what that means?
It means that the cargo unit you currently have sucks. That's
Okay.
what it means.
That's what it means in my shield too. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, while you're on the screen, I recommend you holding down the T button. This is going to change how your items look.
Oh.
Yep. And so what this does is it shows you just a little bit more clearly what level everything is, and also on the commodity, on that liquor that's in your cargo, you now see that little pip there that shows you it's going to sell kind of regularly here. Just a nice little distinguishing factor. But of course, having numbers all over inside the inventory, if you want it to look cleaner, then you can hide that information. But especially with where you're at and building yourself up, seeing the levels probably going to help you a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I can really replace those items yet, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. I do think you had some consumables that you could plug in.
Do I?
I think so.
So reduces any damage? Yeah, okay.
So you have a damage limiter, you have nanobots, you have both of those.
I did get
and you'll also see whenever you plug them in, this is another great talking point, it says 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Anytime that you equip missiles or consumables, you can't use them immediately going back into the game. So if you store up a ton of nanobots in your cargo unit, you can't just continually, pull them over and use them like you have an infinite number of slots. No, you have to wait that amount of time before you can actually use it. There are ways to reduce that timer and in fact bypass it so long as you're outside of combat. But that's going to come a little bit later.
Oh, that's a lot of mines.
Oh yes. The flak is nice here.
That is
That's a
gorgeous.
good clearing.
I love the particle effects here, man. Wow, it's like fireworks. Boom. Now seriously, the sound engineers for this game, perfect. I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, Gairo's done a lot of fantastic work here, definitely. Good stuff.
Look at you over here. All right. Sorry folks, I'm just exploring this beautiful environment. Are you going to make it a Vigo NPC now? Yes, please.
Exploring these environments is an incredibly important part of the game. There's so many little secrets and so many little surprises that can be found around a lot of the corners in the game. And, you know, of course, there's a strong focus on the looting and shooting, and combat it can be hot and heavy at times, right? But yeah, I mean, it's still a space game at heart, and with any true space game, we have to have a strong focus on what it means to explore these unknown sectors and the various intricacies of celestial happenings. So, ooh.
There we go. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, ooh, found something.
You did. Bomb thrower.
Oh. Get some.
Did you see that?
Ooh. Oh! It's throwing mines at me! Like, look at you! Oh!
Is he gonna do it?
I'll get it, I'll get it, I'll get it.
Man, his shields regenerate super fast.
Yeah. Oh, EMP. I got it. I got it. Yes. Nope. That didn't work. I got it. Yes.
You did get the shields down. So you did that the hard way.
I did.
Yep, you did that the hard way.
Okay, what was the other way?
I'm not telling you.
Good.
You'll have to find another bomb thrower. You'll be able to figure it out. You'll be able to figure it out. I know you will. You actually, if you roll back the stream, watch very carefully, you did receive some information that was rather important of what you could do in that space.
Oh, okay, okay. I have a feeling it has something to do with like throwing those like little mine bombs back at them. That's what I have a feeling it is.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. How do you tell if you have the ultimate again? The ultimate will be flashing in the upper left. You can actually see that very clearly in our stream right here.
Yeah.
Very ready to go at any time. You can also see that during the Rockfish streams as well, where I completely forget to use my ultimate. So it's a delightful thing.
Speaking of your streams, when are your streams? Like, do you have a regular schedule? Like, come on, let the audience know.
Yeah, we do our streams every single Friday. Every single Friday, unless I'm sick. That's basically it. Well, actually, no, I can't even say that because Geekbite, he generally jumps in whenever I can't. So yeah, every single Friday we stream from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, it's a time where we just, I've been doing a Nightmare gameplay playthrough. Nightmare is a secret unlocked after you finish the base game. It's the highest level of difficulty. And I started a new game using it. So kind of my new game plus, if you will, but we don't have a new game plus. I probably shouldn't even say that, how dare I? But yeah, I just like really like challenges, and so for me, I'm just playing through the whole game. I'm going to be trying to 100% complete the whole game with that. We'll see how far it gets because sometimes our development, I'm using a Dove build, so I get to highlight and tease things as well. Sometimes that can create some issues with the save file that I'm using, but we'll see. It's a lot of fun, and we also highlight the community as well with a lot of their screenshots that they've shared, specifically through Discord, and just show a lot of that love. So.
Yep, and you know, there's also you do have the. Is it like an official Discord that you guys are on there?
Oh yeah, all the time. Discord.gg/rockfishgames.
Awesome.
Yep.
Hello?
We have a pretty
hello
expansive
there.
community over
Take a look
there.
at my stock.
Over 6,000 users are there right now. We've got a number of highly valued members of the community who will bring up some important questions and topics through a slew of different channels. We also have like a hardware and tech channel where people can talk about like latest gaming stuffs, like, you know, Alienware, for example. We have, you know, the obligatory memes and fan art channel, etc., etc. It's a good time over there. It's a good time.
Good. All right. Let's see, shop. Let's see if the Gauss cannon. Well, let me dismantle this. Sensor. Oh, I wonder if I should upgrade the sensor. 5.1 kilometers, 5.1, 1.5. Is there an easy way to kind of like side by side, like what's in my inventory?
If you hold down the shift button, you can compare the items in your cargo to what is currently installed.
Perfect. There we go. Awesome.
And if you were doing this with, like, say, the blaster in your cargo unit, if you're holding down shift, you can also press the alt button while you're still holding it down, and it will cycle between the different weapons in different slots.
Oh. And let's see. All right.
So this one you can press the. Wait. Is it? What button is it? Is it alt? Is that cycling it?
Let me try. Yep, alt. That worked. Perfect. Brilliant.
Neat. Oh, and I see that you have a 3 mainframe components. You can combine those into a mainframe expansion. That is your glowing blue thing in your cargo. And so when you combine those, it's probably going to give you a pop-up that you can read, I think. I think this is your first one, so.
Okay, and then I go to the inventory?
It'll be your ship tab. Or I guess inventory works as well.
Okay, ship tab.
So in the upper right, you have that gold glowing mainframe expansions 1. And you can add that expansion to any of your 6 attributes.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to put it all into firepower. Good, solid choice. Yeah, at the start of the game, the mainframe expansions don't offer too big of a boost. Every tier that you see there's 5 different tiers, and each tier requires 1 additional mainframe expansion than the last. So you need 1 for the first tier, 2 for the second, 3 for the third. Right.
You know, you get it. And each one adds a 5% bonus to your total attribute. So if you are putting more into your attribute through your items, and then you put a mainframe expansion over the top of that, that percentage increase maximizes the value there. Versus if you're trying to put it into one that maybe you don't have as much. But still, that's also not a bad idea, because now you're padding it out and rounding out all of your attributes.
Right.
It really just comes down to how you want to approach that. But all in all, we did make that change. We originally had it to where it was adding, I think it was 20 points of the attributes. And so what was happening is you could start like a new game, and the moment you got mainframe expansions, you just dump them into your attributes, and they would be way too high for where you were at in the game. So we had to change it to a percentage increase. And you found a bulletproof container. So similarly to a valuable shipwreck, this indicates a specifically intended hidden item that counts towards the 100% completion of location. And there we have another mainframe component as a reward.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I saw there was some mines around there. I'm like, hey, some mines? That tells me there's something valuable there. Or a trap.
Perfect. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, using your eyes is incredibly valuable.
Yeah, no, folks, if you see me kind of like wandering around, it's because like there's a lot to discover. And this is a side mission. Like, there's just so much to discover. It's crazy. Woo. See? Dogfight time.
I like the mentality that everyone has that you dumped your stats into firepower. Enemies can't hurt you if they don't live. Thank you for that, Maniac. That's good.
Boy.
Very good. Also, hi there.
Yeah? You gonna pick a fight with me? Or you're next.
Turgenev asks, is there a cockpit view mode for
Yes, there
Everspace 2?
is.
Do you remember
Yeah.
what the button is?
Yes, I do. It was really fun. I did a little clip of this from last stream because I thought the cockpit view was just super, super exciting.
Thank you.
Ooh.
So there's 9 different ship classes, and there's 3 different classes of ships within each 3 different weights. So there's a light body, there's a medium, and there's a heavyweight. And this one, the Sentinel that's being flown here, this is the starting ship. It is a medium weight ship. So its cockpit is the same as all the medium weight ships. But the light ships have their own unique cockpit style, and the heavy ships also have their own unique cockpit style as well.
Whoa, no! Oh, that was too close.
I'm also appreciative that you disabled your HUD for cockpit view. So
Yeah.
normally, the HUD can still be seen outside of the cockpit, but what's being done here is that's being hidden. It's an option in the settings of Everspace 2, so that it can increase that immersion factor even more. I play the same way, honestly. It's great
Yeah.
because all the information's literally on the cockpit HUD. So
Ooh, a sensor. Alright. And then that was the Flying Duchess. Oh, credits. Need that.
Bonzo Quack also mentions that you can hold the Alt button to look around. Very true.
take these, thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm exploring, folks.
That's good. You keep exploring. I'll answer some questions. I've got another
Yeah.
one. Have you guys considered working with PCGaming to add eye tracking integration to this game? And if so, do you have plans to make it happen? We do not have Tobii eye tracking support, but we do have eye tracking support. It's what is it specifically called? I am having a brain fart. Actually, Geekbite might be able to help me in the chat because he's used it to great success. It's more of like the open source software. Track IR, thank you. And yeah, so you set it up so long as your webcam's active, you turn it on in the settings, you turn your head, it does a pretty good job just from the get-go, and we're happy with how that's come across. So
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
I am having a brain fart is an interesting name for eye tracking. Thank you. Yes, appreciate that. Vibrant Batman.
Look at Vibrant.
Good.
Oh, there's mines. I need to be careful. Just a reminder, folks, if you just joined, you can go ahead and enter to win a copy of this brilliantly beautiful game. Just go ahead and hit !rockfish, and then at the end of the stream, and without me knocking into an asteroid, I will pick a winner, and we're giving away 5 copies. Okay. Yeah! Oh,
Just to
no.
follow up to
Nope.
DJ Unreal, I do know that our technicians, can I call them technicians? Technical programmers, I should call them, on the team, we did look at the Tobii eye tracking software for doing that style of support. Unfortunately, based on the scheduling of our game and development thereof, it was not something that we could pick up and accomplish in a timely manner. So yeah, so that we did go the direction for eye tracking support at the very least, though. That's not through Tobii.
That's a nice touch. I actually didn't know. I wonder if there's a way I could show it off here, like not in this stream, right? Like I'd prepare for it, but show off the eye tracking.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you could probably even do it right now, depending
Really?
on where your webcam's. Yeah, like it doesn't take too long to set up, but maybe we'll plan that maybe next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really isn't too hard to set up.
All right, so we got a power core socket here. Gimme.
Good,
Give me
good.
something good.
Gimme. And then
I
there's
like how
another
you
one.
shot that container so close to you with flag.
Yep, that's my jam. I just I want to blow it up. Consequences be damned.
Now this one's bulletproof,
Yep.
right?
Ooh, an autocannon.
But the good news is that when it's a bulletproof, that means
Good loot.
so when it's bulletproof, or if it's a valuable shipwreck, that means that it's an intentionally hidden item. So that's going to count to
Intentionally hidden
100%
item.
completion. Yeah, it's intentionally hidden because there can be randomized loot that just appears in a location. But the intentionally hidden stuff, that goes like if you're a completionist, those are going to feel good to find since it adds to that completion total. Yeah.
Wow. Technically, I'm not wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But it wasn't the answer you were looking for.
That's fine, you know. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that would be my wife saying that, like, you know, you're not wrong, but.
Gosh.
Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Oh, and they dropped some liquor. Boom. Ah. But okay, what is crazy is that the more you play this game, the more fun it gets. And there are some games that you know, you're playing it for a while, you do this kind of exploration, and you're like, okay, you know, that's fine, the level of fun is about the same. No, this is getting more and more fun as I get more upgrades.
Great. It's great to hear. Yeah, we spent a lot of time. In fact, we revisited the progression system a number of times through the early access phase because some things were working and some things weren't.
Right.
We had a lot of outstanding community persons saying, this feels good and this sucks. Like, this really sucks. And
Right.
one of the big changes we actually did, this was, we had a number of plans from the beginning of development for Everspace 2. Like, before anyone even got eyes on it, we had ideas for what we wanted to do with the progression systems.
Really?
And we defaulted to a more, how should I describe this? Maybe a safer method to utilize. And so we had a lot of dynamic enemy scaling features. And that only kind of went so far to provide that sort of challenge trade-off. Not to say dynamic levels don't work well. That's not the point of this. But for what it was doing for the space and the game that we were trying to accomplish, wasn't producing the results we truly desired. It was great for testing purposes through early access because now you're seeing how everyone's approaching similar-minded combat sequences and challenges, right? But for the overarching game space and having it be explorable, we wanted it to be, these locations are easier to accomplish and these locations are more challenging. And until you reach certain parts in the game, it's going to remain that way. So here, instead of dynamic level scaling, we actually have static location levels. Everywhere you're going, there's a specific hidden level associated with it, and enemies there are going to be around that level. It's more than possible for you to go somewhere that's way too powerful for you to be going to when you get a little bit further. Right now, in this, like, Ceto's kind of like your tutorial playground to really get used to everything. It's not going to happen too much.
Very good.
But the moment you start seeing purple around locations and enemies, you know that you're getting into
You're in trouble. Yeah. But it's also a good challenge if you want to challenge yourself, you know?
It's really hard not to like them.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, but that all comes back around. Like we spent a lot of time ensuring that the progression feels good for the player.
No, for sure it does. Okay, distress call it is. Distraction, shiny.
Yeah, good. If you complete 3 distress calls, you can start making your progress into the Ceto challenge, the Ceto Explorer challenge, which will provide a nice little benefit for you. If you
I doubt G&B will bail him out. Better see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm a help a person. No.
just also as a fun little point to note, since we just got done with level scaling conversation,
Yeah.
any of these unknown signals and distress calls and stuff like that, they generate at the same levels or close to the same levels of the intended static levels of nearby locations.
Oh.
So these aren't just 100% random. They have intentional level progression scaling associated with them as well.
That's good to know, and that's a good mechanic.
Thanks. We're pretty happy with the results. I think the community is too overall.
Yeah, I'd say so. I've been seeing the reviews come out, so I'd say so.
yeah, we're very happy with the reception. So it's been very good. You know, and of course, you know, a dev team of like 23, as well as like some internal testers and whatnot. It turns out that they don't have nearly as many eyes as thousands of players. So there were some little items that we needed to address after 1.0 has launched. There's one in particular that's been an absolute nuisance to us, but I am getting word that it should actually have been fixed, and we might have a hot fix for it.
Okay.
Hopefully sooner than later, which makes me super happy. But yeah, overall, yeah.
Look,
reception's been very good.
Yeah, look, it's obvious that you guys are listening and adjusting accordingly. And if the proof is in the pudding, right? 2 years in development, it was a Kickstarter. Like, I mean, it's a success story, straight up. That's what it is.
Thank you. Yeah. We're incredibly happy with the results.
Yeah, DJ, right? All right, got some mines around this.
I better grab.
I'm gonna sneak away from the stream for like a minute. I'll be right back.
Do your thing.
Make sure you're tracking that death counter.
Yeah. All right, so we got the defense turret here. I got to do something. Okay. All right, do I click on it or do I blow it up? I mean, I'm just gonna... All right, I'm gonna blow it up. I'm supposed to rescue them, but I guess... Yeah, you earn them passively. Okay. Go explore out here then. Ooh. Yeah, make sure with the Alienware Arena, folks, make sure that you go ahead and join up because you do get ARP points just for watching the streams. And we do a lot of giveaways there, like a ton. Oh, I shot down all the attackers and I rescued them already? Oh, okay, cool. All right, and then let's move on. Thanks, Pappy. Now, let's move on. Boosh. Ah, there we go. Union Bridge. Let's do this.
Sorry about that. I saw in the chat that people were saying my breath was rank, so I hadn't brushed my teeth. So hopefully that helps, guys.
It was fogging up the screen, right? All right, let's do this. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Every time I blow something up, I'm happy.
Good. That's the way it should be.
All right, let's head over here. Look at you freelancers. Poke the bear.
If I remember correctly, I think the flak has a range of about 2 kilometers.
Gotcha.
DJ Unreal tells me that you shot the distressed ship. I did. Afterwards. That's good. That's what any good gamer does. They're like, here's your stuff. Now let's see if I can destroy them to get my stuff back.
And get more stuff.
Nobody's gonna know out here in space. Who's gonna know?
Look, all right. Gotta make sure, okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine. More
stuff greater than stuff. Exactly, Marshall. See, you get my vibe.
Oh my gosh, you guys are all cruel. That's great. I'd have to say I'm rather impressed. You've only died once.
I know. I'm shocked.
I feel like progress is made. Your skills are improving.
All right.
Excellent job. Here are your credits.
Thank you.
Great. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for the next bottle drop when he said, "Oh, and one more thing." Clack, clack.
The first one just barged in, slammed his money on the counter, and made his proposition. While the other one began by asking if it was okay for him to dock here. When I said yes.
Wait, did we just drink our drinks at the same time?
Yes, we did. I think.
Okay, all right.
Amazing.
Life out here is cruel and violent. Barely anyone treats their neighbor as their equal. So just hearing a friendly thank you every once in a while means something to me. Sometimes it's the small things that really make us stand out.
True
Yeah,
statements.
Right. Well, thanks for the creds, I guess.
Positive
You're
affirmations.
very much welcome, my friend.
We had a lot of fun with the different characters that you'll encounter in your journeys through Everspace 2.
Uh-huh.
It would have been really simple for us to just make sort of generic Trader 1, generic
Right.
Trader 2, and we could have gone that direction, but as I mentioned quite in the early bits of the stream today, we had a lot of fun pushing through with using some powerful voice work. And in doing that, we wanted to make sure that these characters did kind of stand out as you encounter them throughout your Everspace 2 experience. And as such, there's some interesting personalities of characters you can run along across your travels, you know. And we feel like it does kind of make sense. You know, you're in this part of space that's seen war. You see a lot of outlaw presence and a lot of people who are just trying to keep their ship flying, right?
Right.
So you're going to see a lot of curious people through that process.
Ooh, bulletproof container. And that means it counts towards the
100%
achievement.
completion.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Somebody in chat's gonna be like, I thought it just meant more loot. Oh, there it is.
Cinematic sips. Oh, something cool. I love that. Cinematic sips. Yeah, it is like a Pavlovian response. Absolutely. It's like there's cinema. Okay, time for, you know, cutscene. Time to drink.
Great. Gosh.
Ooh, hello. Yeah? Oh, you see me? That will mean your doom!
Oh, let's see how that drone's going. Well, it was going. You destroyed it too quickly. Jeez. That was a learning moment. You just crushed it. That's fine.
Blueprint!
But since
color ship.
there was that drone that was glowing orange. You probably saw that little bit of aura around it.
Okay, yeah.
Anytime you're seeing some sort of added benefit, you know, as a gamer, that should give you some vibes of something else here's going on, right? Of course.
Right.
That was an armor drone. So long as that drone existed, all of the enemies near it would actually gain bonus armor. So dropping it down means it reduces the amount of armor on all nearby foes.
Oh.
It's one of those things where it's like you want to take them out first. He's giving that buff to all his allies.
Oh, I like that mechanic. That is Well, that's a fun mechanic to add. Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a few different drones that you'll encounter in the future that also provide buffs in a similar way. Well, maybe not too similar, but they're buffs.
Oh, no capacity. I am of capacity. But can I stack it?
Yes.
Yes.
Great
there we go.
choice.
Ooh, I think I need to do some selling then. All right. Where are you? There you are.
So one of the things that I actually have enabled in my stream, and I might recommend it to you,
Okay.
maybe it'll make a difference, maybe it doesn't make a difference at all, but it just looks cool, is you can actually add a horizon indicator in the game. I'm certain that somebody out there's gonna be like, wait, what, a horizon in space? That doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. But remember, this is a video game, and there actually is an up and a down. Whenever
Right.
we make the levels, generally speaking, they're made on a plane as opposed a sphere, because making a game world in a sphere is going to drive your players mad. I'm just being realistic here. Your brain is going to get fried.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could go into your settings, then you go into, I think it's game. And as you're scrolling through like the different settings there, you have options to tick that would enable like a center point. Also like your mouse dead zone, as well as the horizon indicator. I love setting those things up. It's more transparency for me to know where the center of the screen is at and where I'm at on that plane in the space that I am too. So,
I do.
of course,
no, I like that. Yeah.
it's off by default because, you know, we really were shooting to not clutter the screen too much. There's lots of things in this game. But yeah, there's some fun little things you can enable.
So I unlocked a blueprint because I dismantled something. So that's interesting.
Yeah, when you dismantle 3 of the same item or more, it will unlock its blueprint up to 3. And then beyond that point, you'll still get scrap from it. You'll still get circuitry and spare parts and whatever tier associated crafting item is with it. But yeah, when you actually see the blueprint progress for these whenever you are scrapping them, it shows you on the items themselves. So like,
nice.
For the scattergun, it now says 1 of 3. So you get 2 more scatterguns and you scrap them, you'll have access to crafting common scatterguns.
Interesting. Huh. Sorry, I was kind of looking at the stats, like just thinking.
Yeah,
through
no,
it.
it's good. Yeah, I'm glad. Like, there's a lot of stats to consider.
Let's clear out the inventory here. This is interesting. I can totally see myself just spending a lot of time in this little spot trying to figure out crafting and the right stats depending on the mission. Like I totally see that happening.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that occurs a bit more like in the mid game. I think in the early game you can kind of get away without worrying about it too much. It's more like, oh, this is a higher level, plunk.
Right,
but,
right.
As it keeps developing further and further, there are a lot of benefits to having invested into the crafting system like you're doing. You know, dismantling as much as you are is going to set you up to when you need an item to truly get over a hump in the difficulty. And yeah, this is good. I love the way that you're playing. You're playing very smart.
Limitless meta, welcome. Gao, welcome. Alien, punch! Alien, punch! Welcome. All right, let me go blow this person up. A broken drone. It's like kicking a drone while it's down.
Absolutely.
But I'm gonna do it. Because I bet you there's stuff for me.
More loot.
Yes. More loot better than loot.
Oh man, is it really? Oh man, we're close to. I can't believe it's like 13 till already.
Oh, is it? Oh goodness, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Ooh, a level 3 Jaeger. That's a nice pulse laser. That pulse laser actually doesn't have any spread at all. It is the most precise weapon in the game.
Bulletproof container. Let's go. I would love to keep streaming. I don't want to stop.
I'd love to stay here and watch you keep playing. This is great. fantastic.
Ooh. Yes, right? DD King, I know. Like, I'm literally, folks, I am lost. I had no idea it's already been 2 hours. And I promised you all towards the end of the stream we're gonna stop and we'll do the giveaway, but I don't know. I might stick around a little bit after the after the giveaway.
What's great is that at the start of this stream, the start of your adventure,
Yeah.
you had the quest to buy the PrimeSense SDA at the trading outpost, and it
Right.
still
And
exists.
it's still there.
And yet, you have done so much.
I
You've
know.
cleaned out so many outlaws. You've collected mainframe components. You've created expansions. You've leveled up your devices. You've obtained a slew of new equipment. Like, there's been so much progress, even though you haven't completed the mission you started out with in this stream. It's great. It's fantastic.
Oh shoot. So hold on. Can I actually buy it now? Is it here?
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah,
You
okay.
you can afford it. You can afford it.
I should do
I
that.
believe it's 4,200.
Perfect. Stay online a third hour or more. I know. That's how I'm feeling it. I don't know if I have any meetings.
I will say that I do have to depart.
No. I would never do that to you. No. I would never
mean,
do that to you.
I would love to. Honestly, I would love to stay, but today I do have an arrangement. I gotta take care of some personal effects.
Yeah. All right. So I needed the PrimeSense STA. Okay.
Yep, the one at the very top. Yep, that's the one.
One pre-war system scanner coming
Perfect.
right up.
Say, do you know about any medical stations nearby?
The closest is probably
Shiny
the
thing
one
syndrome.
at
Oh,
Prescott
absolutely,
Starbase in Union.
absolutely.
And here in Cedo?
You're kidding, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Out here,
very
no
much a
one ever
gamer
cared
too.
about
I
infrastructure
understand
like
the
that.
shinies.
Not even during the war.
Yeah, BX
understand.
Latino. Thank you.
Thanks
Yeah,
anyway.
it's
No problem.
so fun, so beautiful, like immersive. You know, ultimately, that's what it really comes down to. I'm losing myself in the game. That's really what it comes down to. All right. Oh, finally did the
Dax?
mission.
Come in, Dax.
Finally did the
Any
mission.
news?
Ooh, good timing.
So I just bought
Cupcake.
the STA.
Cheers.
And guess what? There
Yep.
are no medical stations out here.
I told you we would come across something with enough time.
I don't have time. Why am I getting the feeling you're just using me to beef up your crappy station on the cheap?
Listen,
Uh-oh.
I didn't have to take you in or stick
Tension.
your friend in my freezer. I'm trying to help you, but we gotta do it my way. With patience and under the radar.
Hi,
This is
Zybok. Welcome to
taking
the stream.
far too long.
For people like us, it is what it is. There are no shortcuts in the DMZ. You still there? Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm here. A delivery convoy for G&B just jumped in. All automated, barely guarded, and completely packed. I'll be damned if they're not hauling a medical pod.
Does that mean I get to go do something crazy? Yeah, no. The giveaway's still on. I still haven't done it. You can still
Remember
enter.
what I
It's still
said about
open.
being boring?
And in fact, I'm
That's
about
sticking your
to.
fingers in the faces of the very people we
I'm
want
about to do the
avoid.
giveaway.
I'm sorry, Dax. My friend is in trouble, and this is my chance to help him. The convoy's AI-driven. There are just a few guards. I might even manage to steal the meds without any trouble at all.
I don't like it. If this operation goes south, it's on you, and your head alone. Got it?
Yeah, I get it. It's been like that all my life.
All right, let's go to. What's this? Oh, the freelancer. Okay. So that's the jump. So eventually, do you get access to the gates, the transit gates?
You asked that question last week.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna answer it again. Ask it again. All right, let me go jump.
I mean, look, we had access to the gates in Everspace 1. Okay, so I would assume that we would have to, we wouldn't just put those in there for no reason.
Right. All right, so missions in transit. Okay, so I think now is a good time to step away. Let's do the giveaway like I promised. So let me change it out. All right. All right, here we are. We're out of the game. All right, breather. Whew. Listen, folks, this has been awesome. I am going to go ahead and do the giveaway here, but while I do the giveaway, Eric, um, why don't you remind folks when your stream is?
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to do so. So, yeah, so Rockfish, we produce a dev stream every single Friday from 2 to 4 Eastern time. And we just show up to have fun with you guys, honestly. That's primarily what the streams are about. Whenever we do branch into new territories of what we're working on, I will tease you guys with what that content looks like. In fact, last week we teased a follow up to some new features that we're implementing, one of which is the ability to enable advanced stats for your equipment. And that's going to be something as simple as like seeing the spread of a weapon or seeing the velocity of a weapon. It's currently not in the game, but we've seen the request a number of times from the community. And frankly speaking, a bunch of us dorks on the team also want to know all those numbers so we can min max. And that's going to be something we bring as just
Nice.
a free little update whenever that happens. That might even just be in a hot fix. That's not part of the free content update necessarily.
Right.
Um, so yeah, but like as far as we go with like the free content update, whenever we get to that point, I'll start teasing what those elements are going to look like, which does include a couple of things like new ship wings and bodies, for example. So as we continue to move into that, we also answer tons of community questions. It's always our pleasure to provide clarity of what the game is so you know what to expect. It's never a fun thing whenever you're trying to figure out what a game is, you have no idea what it is, and then you get disappointed because somebody like basically lied to you what it is. Oh yeah, we're the next freelancer. No, like we want to make sure you have an understanding, right? And so we encourage you guys to come to the streams and ask those questions and have a good time as I throw myself through nightmare difficulty in a new save. So yeah.
And what is your death counter? I remember last time you told me it was like 4 or 5 right now, or
I think it's at 6 now, which
oh.
admittedly is, higher than what it probably should be. I maybe had a little bit of fun in a couple situations and threw myself, intentionally at battles I would fail at, but yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a healthy challenge, and, I think the community can agree that I'm a little bit over average in my piloting skills,
Okay.
so I do like to pull off a couple of, like, little tricks and provide tips and tricks as well for players who might be struggling too, so.
Nice. Nice. All right, let's start the entry. I closed it out. Let's pick a winner. First winner is gonna be Elric, Troll King. Congratulations. And Elric, your question is, make it easy. What's your favorite color, Elric? For a minute, I was gonna do something else, but
You should have asked, "What do you get from a valuable shipwreck drop?"
oh.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Elric, please be there. All right. All right. We have 5 copies to give away, so we want to go ahead and move this along, Elric. So if you can respond, I will give you. Let's see, Elric Troll King. Nope. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next winner. All right. Remember, folks, you got to stick around if you want to win. All right. Pick
Unfortunate.
winner. Yep. Revadike. Welcome. And the same question to you. What is your favorite color? Come on, Reva. Please be there. Sandeep, welcome. I didn't see you into the chat. Good to see you. Come on. Come on. Come on, Reva. Bruh. Come on. Don't do this to me, folks.
It's fine. I'll just take all the keys and I'll play 5 separate instances at the same time. It'll be great.
Come on, Reva. All
Whew.
right. Reva, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, next. All right. Tom Johnson, TJ. I feel like a DJ right now.
Yeah, I have to give credit to Mad Mac 5115. Just pick me. I'm here.
Yeah, yeah, just pick me up here.
That's pretty solid I like that. I like that. Very nice.
Tom Johnson. Yes, Tom, you're here. You're
Yes.
perfect. Woo! Thank you.
GG. Blue. Good choice. Good choice.
Beautiful. All right, and Tom, I'm going to send you a message now. So,
So when you say blue, are you talking like cyan or are you talking like indigo? I need some clarity here.
all right, verse code is away.
Dark
And
blue. Ooh, all right. I like that.
all right, Tom, thank you so very much. And
Congratulations.
yes, absolutely. Congratulations. You're going to love this game. It is awesome. All right, next winner is Tumble Rip. Congratulations, Tumble Rip. Same question to you. Doing the DJ voice again. I can do my airline pilot voice. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the stream. We're going to be streaming for about 2 hours here, and then at the end, we're going to go ahead and give you some prizes. And then I went to DJ. I went from airline pilot to
This is your
DJ.
pilot speaking. This is what.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, Tumble Rip. Thank you so very much. And bam. Sending the code your way. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Congrats, Tumble Rip as well.
Yes,
Good stuff.
absolutely. You're going to love this game. You're going to love it. All right. And winner number 3, who's it going to be? And
No whammies. No whammies.
Nicholas 912. Congratulations. Same question to you.
Wow. That's not a color. Hang on a second.
Hold on. Let me Google wow. Or DuckDuckGo wow, I should say. We're so trained to say Google, but I don't use Google for my searches. I use
Right?
DuckDuckGo. Ah,
Black. Black technically isn't a color. Should we allow this?
absolutely. It's the absence of color.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, Nicholas. Awesome. And here you go, Nicholas.
Yeah, no
Congratulations.
worries, Nicholas. I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah, yeah, no,
I'm
no,
an art major.
no. Yeah, we're messing around. Don't take either of us seriously. Thank you. Look at that. Good compliment, Mr. Giraffosaur, sir. DJ's like you're a great co-host here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. So next one is going to be winner number 4. It's gonna be Father Abyss. Father Abyss, same question to you. Father Abyss, we await your answer. Gold all the way. You know,
Nice.
that answer is appropriate according to your name. Father Abyss loves gold.
I like that.
Congrats, Father Abyss. Gonna send you the code here. Bam. And now for the final winner. And certainly not least, it is going to be Hor- Horocto. Horoko? Horoko?
Rocco.
Horoko. Horoko. Morocco, congratulations. And what is your answer? Brilliant.
Orange. It's my favorite color. For
Oh yeah,
now, everybody knows. Yep, orange is my favorite color. We're not. I love it. Morocco, you and
brilliant.
I, victory.
Simpatico,
Absolutely.
simpatico. Brilliant. All right.
It's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to all the winners. Oh my gosh. So good.
Absolutely. Love all the engagement. Listen, Eric, I know that you got to go, but
I do.
I think I'm gonna spend a couple extra minutes just kind of playing a little bit. Um, hold on. You know what? Before I say that, let me just make sure that I can.
Just check your timetable. Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's awesome. If you want to keep going, something else you could do, just a random suggestion, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah, yeah,
You could spend time just kind of like building yourself up to prepare for the next mission that you have
yeah,
in line for, right?
yeah,
So, so that could be something that just like helps you once you get the stream back up and running next week. We could start with the main mission and then kind of
yeah.
talk and recap how you've built yourself up, if you wanted to, of course, just a
Yes.
suggestion.
No, no, no.
So,
I think that works out. Yeah. Now, typically, I like to kind of do the setup to your point, right? But listen, Eric, I can't wait to see you next week here. Some more engagement, some more fun. There was a question here. Reign of Keys every week giving away 5 copies, whole month of May. So everyone, come back for the month of May. Every week we got 5 copies to give away. And Eric here has just thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate
my
you.
pleasure.
Um, I know you got to go, so move off. I actually can't stay, folks. I just checked. I have a meeting at 1:30, and I need to shut down for a little bit, take a little break before my next meeting. So thank you, everyone. Again, as always, appreciate all of you. S- Follow me in the socials, AW_Vigo on the Twitters and the TikToks. And I actually will be starting an Instagram because I was told that I should. So I will. And also on YouTube, nothing, I just put clips on there as well. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining and have a brilliant rest of your week. Thanks, everybody. Peace and live long and prosper.